Good morning. Hey, how about that Penn State game? Yeah, how about that? Anyway, I'm guessing if you're using a Soundcraft UI16, you're probably not connecting it to a Claire Brothers line array system. I'm guessing you probably have a small PA system like I do. So today I'm going to talk about and show you how I set up my small PA with my UI16. The method that works for me, not the only way, but it's what works for me. So let's get started. Now, my PA system consists of a pair of JBL JRX118 subs, a pair of JBL M Pro 215 tops. I don't know why they call them 215s. They each only have one 15-inch speaker and a horn. I also have a pair of Crown XTI 1000 amplifiers to power those. Now here's how my PA is set up. I come out of the left and right of the UI16. I go into the Crown power amps, and the Crown power amps have a crossover in them which is set for 100 hertz. And one side of the Crown amplifier goes to the subs, that's everything below 100 hertz, and the other side of the Crown amplifier goes to the tops, which is everything above 100 hertz. So that's how the PA is connected. Okay, here's a mix I had set up for the MCD festival. Good band, everything's ready to go. So I got the PA wired up and I'm ready to make some noise. Now I do this before I turn the speakers on or before I turn the speakers up. I'm going to set the master at unity gain. Okay. And then I'm going to go to my player. And I've got some songs that I'm very familiar with that I like. And I'm going to use those to set up the PA. In particular, let's pause this, go back. I'm going to start with Steely Dan. Just about any Steely Dan song has a nice strong bass, nice clear top end. It's real easy to set those speakers, as I'm going to do in a minute. So I'm going to get Steely Dan playing, FM, and the player, it puts out a strong signal. So I would start this. Now remember, my speakers aren't on yet. I would probably start this maybe in this area right here. Okay. So now I've got some music playing, and I'm going to go out to my speakers and make some adjustments there. I might have to come back and adjust this level either up or down, depending on the volume that I want. So let's go out to the speakers. Now you also want to be sure when you start this, before you go out to your speakers, that on your player you've got your EQ flat. Okay, we can come back and tweak that if necessary, but right now we're just trying to get the speakers lined up with each other. And as I said, okay, let's go out front. Now once I have the music playing, I turn the subs up all the way on the power amps. And you should hear a lot of low rumble, because remember, you're only getting things below 100 hertz. But the subs are the weak point of my PA system, so I crank that all the way. Then I go to one side and begin turning up the tops on that side until the sound coming out of the top matches the sound coming out of the sub. You'll know it when you hear it. It'll sound good, the mix between the lows and the highs. Do the same thing on the other side, and really you only have to do this once. Once you do this, it's going to be pretty much the same anywhere you go. You might have to tweak it a little bit, but this way your highs aren't blaring over the subs aren't blaring over the highs. You want a nice balance. You want it to sound like the song, like what you're listening to. You want it to sound right. Okay, now that I've got the music playing and I've been out front and I've got the tops and the subs adjusted for each other, I might come back here to the master channel and to the EQ and play with it there. I have the RTA on. I can see where the music is peaking. One of the first things I usually do is these two. I don't need the PA system wasting any energy trying to recreate those frequencies. Likewise, this top one, and sometimes even the next one. And then what I might do, I've got the music playing. I might pick these and boost them up and see what it sounds like, and then bring it down and so forth. And I could go through every one of these, finding a spot where I think it improves the sound. So at any rate, I could go through all these, whatever I want, if need be. A lot of times it doesn't need much at all. And in this case, for this job, let me show you what I ended up with at the end of that process, because I did save it. There it is. There's the EQ I ended up with. Took a lot of bottom end out, a lot of middle, okay, and some of the top. In fact, cut a lot of stuff except for the very top and some of the very bottom for this particular thing. So at that point, I think we're ready to start looking at the individual channels. So hang in there. Okay, keep in mind here, I'm not doing sound for Rod Stewart. This is a local band doing the local bar and grill tour. So I'm not using any pink noise or analyzers and reference microphones and all that. This is just a quick way that I found that you can get started, and it sounds good. Now next, probably in another video, I'll go into how I would tweak the individual channels for this band. So till then, hope this was helpful. Bye-bye.